about rehearsals. Here's the thing about rehearsals. I think the most important thing that I'd like to mention right now about rehearsals is that it involves more than one person. Going to be two people, aha, two or three gathered. Ha 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 ha. See what I did right there? Yeah. So it's going to have more than one person. So you are no longer just doing you. You are now with other people and trying to work things out together. Okay, so 10 steps to fruitful rehearsals. Woohoo! I like this already. 10 steps. 10 steps to fruitful. The key word here is fruitful. Fruit, fruit, full, full. That's my F right now. Rehearsals. I like how I've summarized it there. 10 steps to fruitful rehearsals. What happens? The first thing is agree on time and place. Remember that you're more than one person. So if someone just says, "Hey, we're doing this," many times actually teams already have it set out that you have Thursdays, worship harvest we do it Thursdays, every Thursday, 6 to 8. Some people go on a little more, some people start earlier, depending, on how you agree as a team. But agree on time and place. Okay, it's nice also to just have a schedule, so that you can just align everyone. Everyone just falls into it. Just say every time we meet, consistently, this day, this time, this place, you know. So time and place. Time and place. I like this whole writing thing. It's powerful. Woo. Communicate thoroughly. You're a team of people, you're a group of people, so we are all running different lives. So communicate. I'm sure by now you know there's a team leader. Maybe you put someone in charge of the rehearsal or something. Actually, I like this because we're a team, but it's good to have roles within the team. Put someone in charge of the rehearsal and say, "You are going to make sure everyone knows about this." So, whoever is in charge of communication, put it on the group, send reminders out, and that's very important. Communicate thoroughly to everyone. Okay, there are tools that you can use. WhatsApp is a beautiful tool. I mean, who is not on WhatsApp in this day and age? Use WhatsApp. Okay, send out messages. Maybe let everyone put a reminder. Tell them put reminders on something, but just communicate. Okay, setup. I want to add something to this in advance. In advance, I have fallen short of the glory when it comes to setting up in advance, and it takes so much time. Here's the thing about rehearsals. The thing you really want to happen in a rehearsal is when you say we are meeting at 6 o'clock, and at the dot 6 o'clock like this, everyone comes in, and all you have to do is turn on, piano is on, guitar is on, drums, bass, mics if it's what you're using, and everyone is in the room. Okay, well, I think we need to start by turning on the lights. Oh, okay, okay, you know what I mean. But the thing is that you want to come into a place where you're not trying to say, "Where is the piano?" It's upstairs. Okay. Someone took it home, and man, you're wasting lots of time. So you can have someone in charge of the setup, so that the room is ready to go. We have different spaces, different times, different rooms, and so it's possible that maybe teams have to carry their own equipment from home. Even though that's what the case is, the thing is that once you decide on a time, maybe put the setup time within the whole thing. Say we shall set up from 5:30 to 6. So that at the time you say you're starting, you're not setting up. If you need to set up, work towards work backwards. Yeah, work backwards where you say, okay, instead of starting 6, let's start 6:30. So at 6 to 6:30 is setup time. The thing I'm trying to stress here is don't spend the rehearsal time setting up because you are spending the useful time to put the things together, to put the music together. Okay, so set up in advance. Okay. Number four, prepare and plan. I like, and this is even this is how I like to do it. What are you going to do when you get there? Okay, so you put the people in, don't come up with ideas. Well, you can be creative with different things, but you already have a way you're going to run the rehearsal. Okay, what songs are you going to do? What are you going to do with those songs? What sections are you working on? Is it a new song or something like that? Prepare and plan for your rehearsal. I think the thing is that if you have 3 hours, maximize the 3 hours. If you have 2 hours, maximize the 2 hours. So if you have it planned out already, you're going to, cut through so many things because you already have. We have to work through 5 songs. Okay, so on this song, we work on this section. It's planned out. It's well thought through. And if you have creative things coming up, you already have a direction on what you're going to do. I'm loving this so much. I hope you are. Woo! Free practice. Okay. The thing that you want to maximize is let everyone have the necessary, maybe it's the music, maybe it's the set list. Come for rehearsal, practice. I think that's what I want to say. Pre-practice. Don't start practicing in rehearsal time. Yeah, rehearsal is rehearsal, not pre-rehearsal. Okay. It's not practice at rehearsal. So when you're rehearsing, you're maximizing the rehearsal time. So I like it when I've come listening to a song, I sort of have my notes worked out. Make some notes. It's good to make some notes. Learn how to make notes. Ask a friend to help you on how do I make notes. I like using all sorts of things to make notes. I have arrows showing me I have maybe a dash there, maybe I have a colon to mean different things, semicolon. I have something to show me that there are steps going down there. I come up with all sorts of things because they're my notes. They're my notes. So anything to remind me about what I need to do, I'll do it. Okay, we're almost done. This is number five. Okay, number six. Start on time. Wow. Start on time. We agreed already we're going to meet at 6. Why are you meeting at 8? Why are you starting at 8 when you said you'd start at 6? You should have said let's start at 8. So if it's starting at 6, start on time. Again, have the room ready and all those things, but start on time. Okay. I have something interesting here. Teach as you go. And this is really good because you see the thing is you're trying to have different mindsets come together, hearts and minds. And the way you deal with different hearts and minds is teaching because when you teach me different aspects, some are life aspects, they might be worship aspects, musical aspects, and all those things. When you're teaching me different things, it's like you're putting us together to have the same mindset towards a certain goal, and so I like to think of it as teach as you go. Teach different things. Leaders, teach. Teaching is a powerful tool. Teaching is how you help the team to come together and focus on one thing and worshiping together. If you're not teaching, then you're going to have different mindsets in the room doing different things. So teach. If people have come late, teach us to come early. If people have come unprepared, teach us how to prepare. If people have, if all we're doing is, if people are dancing wrong, teach us how to dance. Teach us how to dance. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Teach everything. Teach everything. If you don't see it in the team, you haven't taught it yet. Oh, yes. Again, this is good. I mentioned it earlier, but it fits so well here. Eliminate distractions. In this information era, everything is on the phone, everything is fast, it moves quite fast. At a certain time, people had to use books, and that's all they had. You didn't have a phone. But now, phones, everyone has a phone. So you want to eliminate distractions as much as possible. Phones are some of them. But also conversations, discussions, something there, something here. I'm not saying don't be convivial. It's a word. Oh, yes. I'm just saying enjoy it, but then push towards doing more. You want to have a full product out, so do more with the time. Okay. Ah, number 9, incorporate ideas. Yeah. So there are some of us who have come planned out of how it's going to go. You are set to this thing, and so you won't take anyone's idea or something. No, have have room to wiggle around different things. You'll be amazed what you can learn from someone else, or how someone else's idea fits into this thing. So you can have room for that. Incorporate some ideas, make it creative. Why? Because you see, music is a creative thing, but apart from that, it's also a performance. Oh yes, it is. Yeah, so incorporate some ideas to make it come alive. All right. The last one, feedback session. I think this is really nice because if you just ask a question, how what are you learning? What have you learned from today's rehearsal time? You'll be amazed what different things people have learned. And so another's lesson will be like a whole new thing. Say, someone could say, I liked that we kept time today, or maybe someone would say, I didn't actually know that that's how the harmony fits here. And and say, oh, you taught us about how to eat, and all those different things, how to dress and how to dance and what. Yeah, just have some nice feedback sessions so that you can. It puts minds again and hearts together. It's just something that cohesively puts the team onto the same page. And I really like that. So it's something that you want to think about. Okay, so that's about it about practice and different elements that will go with that. For example, in practice, you might practice listening, and so what are you doing in the listening? Maybe it's listening for harmonies, or it's listening for the tempo and the speed of things, and how to make it come alive. So it's different things. So it's just there are different rooms dealing with different aspects. Okay. So that's really about practice and rehearsal. Practice has a lot more to do with individual spaces, while rehearsals is really about the group, and how to put the performance together, and how to make it holistic. Okay, so that's about it about practice and rehearsals. Put some questions down in the comments, or maybe tell us what you're learning, and let's have good interaction and see what more we can learn from the worship resources. Thank you so much for joining.